welcome to my channel, and I'm your friend Gautam Maji. In this video I will tell you the syllabus of semester 5 of the students who have been studying English honors under University of Calcutta. So let's find the syllabus. So I hope you are well, and the problems that you have been facing regarding your examination to some extent is clear to you. So let's find the syllabus of semester 5. Before getting into the syllabus, so let's find that which courses you have to study in semester 5. So you can find it that semester 5 you have 4 courses. So CC 11, CC 12, DSEA 1 or 2, DAC B 1 or 2. So basically the 4 courses you have in your semester 5. So let's find the courses in detail. CC 11 as it is in semester 5. So let's find the topics covered in CC 11. Okay, so we have got CC 11 semester 5. That is in CC 5 you have women's writing. You can find the women's writing in CC 11. Women's writing, 5 credits theory and 1 credit tutorial. And in women's writing you have 3 sections: poetry, fiction and non-fiction. So first we will begin with poetry section. You have 3 poems in this section: Emily Dickinson's I Cannot Live With You, Elizabeth Barrett Browning's How Do I Love Thee, and Eunice D. Souza's Advice to Women. And then another section that is fiction. From the fiction section, 3 fiction writings are here. Number 1, Alice Walker's Color Purple or Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. Then Mahashweta Devi's Draupadi, which is translated by Gayatri Chakraborty Spivak. Then Catherine Mansfield's Bliss. From the section non-fiction, you have Mary Wollstonecraft, A Vindication of the Rights of Women, chapters 1 and 2, New York Norton edition, 1988 it was published. So this is from CC 11. So let's find the question pattern. Oh, there is another one section which is left in non-fiction section, which is Rasha Sundari Devi's Amar Jibon, translated Enakshi Chatterjee Writers Workshop. So let's find the end semester question pattern, which is also very important for you because this question pattern is very helpful for you. So what do you find that objective 5 marks, 1 question of 15 marks from poetry out of 2, 2 questions of 15 marks each from fiction out of 3, 1 from each, 1 question of 15 marks from non-fiction out of 2, 1 from each. So this is basically the end semester question pattern and of CC 11. So now if you would like to read more books apart from the books suggested in the syllabus, so there are also some books which have been suggested by university or that you can find in this section, that Virginia Woolf, Roma Poinson, New York Harcourt, 1957, chapter 1 and 6. So these books you can go for suggested readings. Now move on to CC 12. In CC 12 that you can find that you have in CC 12 you have early 20th century British literature, and so let's find that what you have to go through in CC 12. And CC 12 also contains 3 sections: poetry, fiction, drama. From poetry section you have 3 poems: T.S. Eliot's The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock and Prelude, and W.B. Yeats' The Second Coming, and No Second Troy, Wilfred Owen's Spring Offensive. And from fiction section that there are 2 fiction writings: Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness and W.H. Lawrence Sons of Lovers. There is 1 drama of G.V. Shaw, which is Pygmalion. And here is also the end semester question pattern that you can find over here, end semester pattern. So this is the end semester question pattern. Another section is left also here. So Objective 5 marks, so 1 question of 15 marks from poetry out of 2, 2 questions of 15 marks each, 1 from each from fiction out of 4, 2 from each. And then we move on to another section, which is 1 question of 15 marks from drama out of 2. This section also included to the end semester question pattern of CC12. And a list of suggested readings provided by university that you can go through. It will be very much beneficial to you. You can go through these books which have been prescribed or which have been suggested by university. Okay, so this is CC12. Let's move on to DSE. Okay, so as you can find, this is DSE. And for all DSE, the marks as follows. So end semester marks, this is 65, and tutorial 15, internal 10, and attendance 10. So this is basically the marks division of DSE. In semester 5, already I have told you that you have to go through 2 DSE courses that you can find over here also. Semester 5, DSE A1 or DSE A2 and DSE B1 or DSE B2. That means from DSE A1 or A2, DSE B1 or B2. So let's find out in detail. So let's find the DSE A1. DSE A1. In DSE A1, you have modern Indian writing in English translations. So in modern Indian writing in English translation, you have in this course there are 4 sections. Number 1, stories. So you have from stories section, you have 3 stories that you can find on your screen. Munshi Premchand's The Shroud, The Quilt by Ismat Chugtai, Fakir Mohan Senapati's Rebati. And from poetry section, we have 4 poems: Rabindranath Tagore's Light, Oh Where is the Light, Gitanjali, and When My Play Was with Thee, and then GM Mukti Bodh's The Void, and Amrita Pritam's I Say Unto Warisa. Then there is another novel by Tagore, The Home and the World, very popular novel. And then there is a drama by Vijay Tendulkar's Silence, the Court is in Session. So now let's find the end semester question pattern here. So in the end semester question pattern that you can find here, that objective 5 marks, 1 question of 15 marks from story out of 2, 1 question of 15 marks from poetry out of 2, 1 question of 15 marks from novel out of 2, 1 question of 15 marks from drama out of 2. So basically this is the question pattern, and for end semester examination, end semester examination contains 65 marks. So and here is a list of books for suggested reading, so you can go through these books also. Now this is optional for you, DSE A2. So DSE A2 is optional. Either you can choose DSE 1 or DSE A2. So let's find what you have in this. It has literary theory and criticism. So let's find what you have in this course. Literary theory, Antonio Gramsci's The Formation of the Intellectuals from the Prison Notebooks. And then you have Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own, Rabindranath Tagore, Nationalism in India, and Nationalism with an introduction by Ramchandra Guha, New Delhi, Penguin Books. Then literary criticism, you have William Wordsworth Preface to the Lyrical Ballads, S.T. Coleridge's Biography Literaria, chapters 13 and 14, T.S. Eliot's Tradition and the Individual Talent, and then the end semester question pattern. You have objective 5 marks, then you have 2 questions out of 15 marks from literary theory out of 3, from 1 from each text, 2 questions of 15 marks from literary criticism out of 3, 1 from each text. So here is a list of the suggested books that you can go through. This list has been adjusted by the Board of Studies of University of Calcutta. That you can find these books are there, so you can go through these books if you would like to go through for further reading. Okay, let's move on to DAC B1. So DAC A1 or A2 you have to choose one, and from DAC B1 or B2 you have to choose one. So let's find out which topics have been covered in DAC B1. So in DAC B1 you have literary types, rhetoric and prosody. So group A, literary types. So which literary types have been included? Let's find out. Tragedy, tragic hero, catharsis, heroic tragedy, chorus, comedy, romantic comedy, comedy of humors, comedy of manners, sentimental comedy, and short story. These are in group A. In group B you have rhetoric, group C you have prosody. This thing you have to practice. The rhetoric you have to practice, prosody also you have to practice. So that's why no syllabus is given, because this basically practice is the only key to success in particular these sections. Okay, and then let's find out the question pattern here. This is the question pattern, end semester question by the other. Objective 5 marks, 2 questions of 20 marks from each group, from group A out of 3. 1 question of 10 marks from group B out of 2. 1 question of 10 marks from group C out of 2. And you have a list of suggested readings that you can find on the screen. Okay, next move on to DAC B2, and as I already told you that you have to choose either DAC a B1 or B2. In B2 you have contemporary or in India, women in empowerment. So in this section let's find which topics have been covered. You can find that social construction of gender, history of women's movement in India, pre-independence and post-independence, women and law, domestic violence, female foeticide, sexual harassment, Dalit women and double marginalization. And in this DAC B2, the end semester question pattern is the end semester question pattern, that 5 marks objective, society, sex and gender. From this section you will have to attempt 20 marks and then 15 marks you have to attempt from history of women's movement in India, women in law. From this section you have to attempt 15 marks, Dalit women 10 marks. So this is basically the end semester question pattern. And if you would like to go for further reading, this is the recommended reading list provided by the Board of Studies of English Literature of University of Calcutta that you can find on your screen. So this is basically your syllabus for semester 5 of English Literature, English Honours rather. And if you have any question regarding syllabus or anything else, do drop your comment in the comment box and I will definitely get back to you and I will try to resolve your problems or any query if you have. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this video definitely helps you. So tada, bye bye. I'm coming back to another video very soon. Till then, stay safe, stay protected. Tada.